Well, well, it seems that our Megsie likes to travel with her own patio furniture everywhere she goes. Or these pictures were taken at Jessica Mulrooney's house in Canada. Thank you, Phoenix. Please go follow this person. I don't know if it's a he or a she on X because excellent post and excellent investigation efforts. And basically, it starts like this. Okay, I don't usually get into the conspiracy theories about the children, but why on earth would millionaires bring over a basic outdoor setting from overseas to Frogmore? The cost of shipping it alone wouldn't be worth it. Very strange photos indeed. Now, let's not forget that when the alleged Lili invisible child came to the UK, Harry and Meghan had already been gone for more than a year, and all of their furniture had been shipped over to them. So here we go. This is, of course, Rachel Meghan Markle. This is back in Toronto. And of course, she's saying, summertime. And then she tells Marcus Anderson, very busy. Was she sending him a signal that she couldn't go yachting? But look what's on the background there, people. Notice that? Yep. And then we have this one. Meghan Markle rarely seen Instagram pictures with the dogs that, one of them had two broken legs, but whatever. Oh my God. And what do we have here? It's the same outdoor furniture, isn't it? And she's giving the finger, which is really funny, with the two really weird children with no other children around. And yes, Misan Harriman also here. But he's dressed for winter, right? Or at least cool weather. Because Meghan Markle there is pretending it's summer, right? And supposedly Misan Harriman had gone there because it's summer. Well, poor Lili is probably freezing herself, and even Meghan and Harry are pretending they're in California or in Frogmore Cottage, or those are old pictures. As you all well know, beautiful people, I got a message on January 12th from CDPH CHSI Vital Records from California, because I had requested for the seventh time to the state of California Vital Records, like the main thing, the main office, a copy of the informational copy of Lili's birth certificate. So I go online, you apply to the California State Vital Records Certificate Department, whatever you want to call it. And because I got a message from them saying that it wasn't there, that it doesn't exist, I replied angrily. And I said, listen, can you please clarify? You can see part of the email there. Can you please clarify? Thanks. So this is what I got back on the 12th. Greetings and thank you for contacting the California Department of Public Health Office of Vital Records. In response, this is their main office. This is the main thing of entire California state. Let's not forget that I asked for this about in December, and it took a while for them to get back to me saying that such record did not exist, right? This is for California. Right now, supposedly Lili is about 2.5 years old or 3. So by now, that should have hit the mainframe of the California state. In response to your inquiry, unfortunately, we are not able to locate a certificate with the information provided. Therefore, a certificate of no public record, CNPR, was issued. If you believe this is an error, please return back the letter mailed to you and provide additional copies of documents or information you may have to perform another search for you. Free of charge, thankfully. Otherwise, your next step is to apply at the county recorder's office in the county where this event occurred. If you still required help, please contact our general customer service line at 916-445-2684 during office hours. Thank you, and privacy notice is personal, blah, blah, blah. I know. Paula is going on and on about the same thing over and over again. Why is she doing that? Simply, not because if Meghan Markle used a surrogate, it's a bad thing. Using a surrogate sometimes is necessary for people who can't have kids. The problem here is that she put on a very bad show of pretending to be pregnant. That means she wanted to commit fraud. She would have committed fraud if she did that, knowing full well that she was using a surrogate, because she knows that the current laws in the United Kingdom do not allow for a child born out of a surrogate to be in the line of succession. So that would be fraud. That would be a very serious crime against the United Kingdom. And I have a feeling this is why they're covering up. Now, we've seen that apparently Meghan Markle likes to travel with her stuff from Canada, but unfortunately that outdoor furniture is not Meghan Markle's. It belongs to somebody else. So, who's still in Canada, who was her best friend, or is it still is? We saw that article of Kate Mansi, I believe it is. I did a video yesterday about it. Please, I'll leave it linked here for you to go see it. Because please understand the significance of any half-decent reporter who sits down and writes an article, which means you have to think about it. You really have to think about it. You have to think about what you're going to write. Hopefully they do a little bit of an investigation. If not, but they try to do the investigation. They try to get it right. So they sit down, they go over the article at least once or twice, sometimes 3-4 times. It takes them about an hour, 2 hours to write that article, correct it, verify the factual information, and then put it online for people to read. So this Kate lady with that article yesterday verified that indeed Lili had never been to the United Kingdom. She didn't come back and correct that article and said, correction, Lili has been to the UK. She met the Queen in such a date. No, they just deleted the whole thing. That's all they did. They deleted the whole thing. Okay? So, and we have the vital records. I know because Bookie did an excellent video, which I will link in the video description, about Lilibet and the birth, because apparently one of her subscribers or some person sent her a copy of the birth certificate for Lili that they got, a copy of the informational birth certificate. But my point is that statewide, that birth certificate is not registered. And as you read in that email that they sent me, you have to go directly to the county. And apparently only if you apply it at the county, you can get a copy of that certificate. You know, because, and this is the weirdest thing, because it means that the county, and it's a very bogus birth certificate, because again, it's got very false information. The father's name is not the what's it called? His Royal Highness, or the Duke of Sussex, His Royal Highness. Because in California or anywhere in the world, they will check against ID. And unless Harry changed his name to the Duke of Sussex, His Royal Highness as last name, then that would make sense. But you need to present ID to verify it's you. People will say, why does that matter? I will give you, for those people who are in the United States, it would be like putting in a child's birth certificate, General Manager of McDonald's, as the name of the father of the child. That would mean that anybody who's the general manager of McDonald's is the father of that child. This is why titles are not used. Did you know that titles are not used? The name has to be as per your birth certificate. And Harry's birth certificate is Henry Charles Albert David. So somebody has got some funny business going on, right? Even City agrees. City, shut up. So, City. Even City agrees. There's something fishy going on. And these two children are in the line of succession. These two children are currently in the line of succession and could qualify to being next king of England, if anything were to happen to the Cambridges, then Harry is up to the plate, steps up to the plate. People are not understanding the significance of all of this. And we also have this doctor who mysteriously disappeared. The one that gave birth to Lili. Or no doctors reflected as per law. So if there's anything that people in the United Kingdom want to do, you should write a UK parliamentary petition asking them to reinstate the laws where it was mandatory to have or to amend, because before the law, it was law up to 1948, guys. It was mandatory to have the Home Secretary present plus 2 other government employees to verify that the child was born out of the woman's body. So there was no fraud, and it was verified that the child belonged legitimately in the line of succession, that there was no funny business there. So you can actually write to UK Parliament demanding that either they amend that law or reinstate that law, or that they amend it or write a new law retroactively to include Harry and Meghan's children, whereby all the documents with the doctor's signature must be made public in order for the child to be included in the line of succession. Because right now Meghan Markle is hiding, Harry and Meghan Markle are hiding behind the fact that there are no laws. It was just a gentleman's agreement, because when they removed that law, it was agreed, like protocol, that they would put that easel out with the signatures of the children, of the doctors who delivered those children, testifying that they had delivered the child directly from the woman's body. Except that was removed for Harry and Meghan's for some reason. And now apparently only in Santa Barbara you can get a copy of an informational birth certificate with the wrong name of a father who only has a title, which is illegal or not allowed in California. Is that why? Because maybe only Santa Barbara is willing to go along with that grift? This is actually quite serious, guys. And it gets worse and worse and worse. And then we have Meghan with her traveling furniture. So either the furniture is not traveling, or Meghan is getting those pictures taken in Canada with her friend Jessica Mulrooney, which would mean that they're still very good friends. Or maybe at Marcus Anderson's home. Could be Jessica Mulrooney's or Marcus Anderson, where she's getting those pictures taken, which means that, again, it was a lie that she was in the UK getting a picture taken with the Queen. But to me, what's even more amazing is that Palace keeps quiet. Silence is compliance. Compliance is complicit. Like somebody said, not Meghan Markle, she stole that from somebody else. But silence is compliance. And compliance is complicit, and they know what they're doing. So don't you think it's about time to expose this thing? It's just my very humble opinion. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And thanks always for coming here to this channel, guys.